What could your fans and the Sidestep fans expect from this collaboration? I think that would be my last question before we go.
Definitely just Blxckie being a part of a new step in Sidestep's like whole lineage. You feel me?
Yeah.
On the ground, on the all access, on the
Yo, what's up? It's MKay Frash. Itamalam sematekini, menang sematekini. This is Hunting for Kicks with Slikour OnLife. We're out here at Sidestep starting a new campaign called The New Era. We're introducing this with my main man, Blxckie Somnyama. What's up, player?
Chilling, brother. How you doing?
I'm maintaining, man. I'm
For sure,
maintaining.
for sure. Maintaining.
Tell me, man, like, how did this come about, man? You, Sidestep, New Era campaign. Tell me how did you get that call, and how was that deal?
It's been in the works for a bit, you know. Seeing how I am in the culture and where what my position is right now in the culture,
Sick.
I guess they saw that like, okay, Black is the perfect person to introduce this next step within Sidestep. You know what I mean?
Sick.
They're introducing new products, you know, new brands that reflect what's going on culturally, especially in my space, you know, hip hop and R&B, the music space in general. Yeah, and for them to introduce this new era with me, who's also working on, you know, the sophomore, I'm working on other
Sick.
things. So all that happening at the same time, I feel like they were like, okay, cool, let's do it, you know, and I'm with it. You know, I've been with them um, just 2021, we did the Artist on the Rise with
Sick.
Studio 88. And yeah, just since then, it's just been in talks. And then now it's like, felt like the perfect time because everything is new, you know?
That's dope.
Yeah.
And then in terms of like the two words, new era, what does it mean to you in terms
Um,
of culture? Because I mean, you're a cultural icon in terms of the music and SA. I mean, there's no hip hop without you, and all other sounds as well. In terms of like, you just don't do hip hop. You're a musician. So,
yeah.
tell me, how does that describe your journey right now?
I mean, anyone that knows my journey knows that it's about like consistency within the come up, you know? So new era to me is just taking advantage of those opportunities in the come up and then, you know, all that work that you did before culminating into one moment in which the public sees you as just like, okay, this is the new guy, we gotta focus on him. Whole time, you know, you've been at it. You know, that's what the
Yeah,
new era means to me.
yeah,
And then especially now at this time, at this point in my career, um, I'm seen as the person that knows what's actually going on in the culture. So I'm able to put on the right people, or I'm able to not even put them on, just like give them more visibility, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So yeah, I feel like that's what it means to me right now.
Sick.
Yeah.
Uh, Obviously, Sidestep is a retailer for sportswear, streetwear, and sneakers. What does sneakers mean to you, and does that translate into your fashion? And if it's yes, how?
So yeah, sneakers. I mean, bro, you know, hip hop. That's
Yeah,
like the final touch. Or even sometimes people start with the sneaker and sort of build up the
yeah,
fit from
me
there.
too. I mean, I'd buy from the bottom up. Like,
Yeah,
it's never been the other way around.
I mean, with me, it's like I mean, I guess it's different. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
sometimes I wake up and look at the sneaker and be like, okay, cool. This is the colors I might do.
yeah,
But yeah, it's an important part of culture. I feel like it's the most um, like the most statement piece of a fit. You know what I mean? I feel like it's the most talked about. There's a lot you can do with a sneaker. There's a lot of history within sneaker culture that connects people and builds communities.
sick.
Like from basketball sneakers to like just the skater community to just dress shoes. Really, even like high end designer brands looking to having a sneaker that's fit for people like us who like we want to lay back and chill.
Yeah,
So yeah, bro, I feel like sneaker culture, especially in SA right now, is going crazy, and Sidestep being one of the people in the forefront of that, being able to provide the right sort of swag for the
yeah.
kids and stuff like that. I feel like yeah, it's dope.
Sick. And then obviously we speaking of the new era, your music, the sneakers, the streetwear. How you guys planning to bring the people together with Sidestep within this campaign? What are some of the projects that you guys are going to be working on? Are you guys working on a collab? Are we going to see a tour? What's going on?
Yeah, definitely gonna um use or take full advantage of what Sidestep has to offer within the culture. Um, we're gonna be doing different sort of meet and greets,
Sick.
different pop-ups. Got, new releases coming out, so doing different listening sessions in there too. Like I'm trying to do the most um with the opportunity as I've done,
Yeah,
with just
I
like
mean, when you did it with the Sprite stuff, like we were talking earlier, that thing it made the campaign. Like
yeah, yeah,
without
yeah.
you, there's no that campaign. It felt like cats were sitting down working on the Sprite campaign. It's like Somyama, how we gonna make it happen?
For
And
sure.
obviously having the flavor of the drink, the
Yeah,
billboards,
yeah,
the the bars. I mean, you guys were
yeah,
outside,
yeah.
man.
We're
Yo,
outside.
so
We're
so
outside.
what's exciting about this? I know there's a podcast tour that you guys are gonna be working on. I know there's a sort of like the music that's gonna be coming through.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. How does that align with Sidestep?
I mean, fashion and music always been hand in hand. Especially now when it's like individuality and just being yourself is so important. There's a lot of us doing this music thing. There's a lot of music coming out. There's a lot of genre bending also. So using the fits to describe who you are before you even start, rapping on the mic or whatever is super important. So yeah, having Sidestep on my side in that sense is dope.
Yeah,
And yeah, bro, as I said, different sorts of things, especially in the stores. I want to make sure that I'm building the community of just like pull up, come bump the music, even if it's not obviously can't have one my 1,000 people in the store and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Obviously, you gotta be selected
Yeah,
people.
but
Yeah.
but yeah, I feel like it's a dope venture that we're gonna be going on.
From the past, obviously, Sidestep has been a cornerstone for sneaker culture in terms of like affordability and people that are looking towards product that are good quality and obviously part of the culture as well. Collabs, like we were speaking, there was a time where collabs were taking a dip and most of the kids were going for general releases, and I just felt like Sidestep really is the people that can push that culture forward. What do you what is your what is your look on that in the new era? How do you take that forward?
I mean, as much as sneakers are, the statement piece, as you said, like affordability and just like availability of a sneaker is super important. Also, um, new era, to come up. A lot of the kids want something to go to be like, yo, this is the store you go to get like the original swag. You feel me?
Yeah,
So um, just having that in store, you know what I mean? The superstars are always available. The
sick.
the the AF1s and stuff like that. Like the statement, culturally important sneakers are always available at Sidestep. So yeah, bro.
Sick. I mean, I just wanted to touch more on the how is it that you got this collab? Like, I know we touched it a little bit on it, but how did they find you, and how did you find it a fit that you became part of it?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, the first time I ever worked with the group in general was with Studio 88 in
Yeah,
2021
yeah.
when I had Before Now coming out. Basically, that year is like earmarked as like the Blxckie year, you know what I mean?
Sick.
So them being there from the beginning makes this feel like a full circle moment. So maybe that might have informed the decision, but also since then we've been going crazy. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah. No doubt.
So and then also my positioning in the game and just like the cultural impact that I've been having. Um, and also I guess I'm sort of kind of quiet for a bit, so a lot of people know that there's some dope stuff coming up.
Sick,
So just to do that simultaneously with Sidestep, then bringing in new products, new brands
sick.
that speak to the culture, and doing that at the same time as me, while I'm working on other stuff, and then I think all that happening at the same time might have made it feel like it's a good idea to have Blxckie and Sidestep
Sick.
collab on the new era thing. So Yeah, bro. I mean, but I mean, you have to ask the back end. You know,
Yeah, no, of course, of
I just
course.
got there like,
Yeah,
okay,
you were
this
like,
is on
yo,
the
they like
table.
me.
This is what they want to do. How you
No
feel
doubt.
about it? You know.
No
But
doubt.
yeah,
Nah, I feel you.
yeah.
And then what could your fans and the Sidestep fans expect from this collaboration? I think that would be my last question.
What I've heard is that there's new products and new brands pulling up
Sick,
that quite possibly haven't been there before. So from their side, it's that.
sick,
And then on my side, the music just being intertwined with what they do. You know what I mean? Fashion also. You can see,
sick, sick,
we got
sick,
it
sick,
all.
sick.
And then yeah, just being in store, meeting all the fans. You know what I mean?
How,
Building the
how do they become part of the in-store? Should they just follow you, follow
yeah. I
Sidestep,
mean
and every communication is gonna come up?
the campaign is going crazy right now. We just did like the first few posts. I don't know when this is coming out, but
Yeah.
yeah, just interacting with that, being on the ball with what's going on. You'll see the different announcements of like, yo, Black is at the store doing this and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to be part of it, make sure you tap in on the socials. Sidestep Blxckie, new era.
Yeah, man, it's MKay Frash. We're at Sidestep. It's in Rosebank. We caught up with my main man, Blxckie, Somnyama. We spoke a little bit about their collaboration with Sidestep. It's called the New Era campaign. Look out on social media, all the socials from Sidestep and my man, Blxckie. It's MKay Frash, hunting for kicks, Slikour OnLife. We out of here, man.
Broadcast live